Ladies and gentlemen, bear with us just a moment. The ceremony will begin once we reset the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southern Guards Battalion, Army ROTC Spring 2026 Commissioning Ceremony. I'm Simon Strickland, the Recruiting Operations Officer, and we are pleased to have you in attendance to share this memorable occasion with us today. Please rise for the entrance of the official party and the graduating class. Remain standing for the national anthem sung by Ava Strickland, followed by the invocation by Cadet Paul McIlerney.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, o'er so gallantly stream, and the rapids the bonfire see near, here proof for the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Cadet McIlerney.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we gather here today in gratitude and humility as we witness these cadets take the oath and accept the responsibility of serving as officers in the United States Army. We thank you for the dedication, discipline, and perseverance that has brought each of them to this moment. We are mindful that no one reaches this day alone, and we give thanks for the families, friends, mentors, and leaders who support and sacrifice helped shape these future officers. As these men and women commission as second lieutenants, grant them wisdom to lead with sound judgment, courage to face hardship with resolve, and humility to place the welfare of their soldiers above themselves. Instill in them the values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Remind them always of the weight of leadership and the sacred trust placed in them by the soldiers they will lead and by the nation they are sworn to defend. Watch over them wherever they may serve. Protect them, strengthen them, and give them the days ahead. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ava and Cadet McIlerney. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, to these soon-to-be commissioned second lieutenants, good afternoon and welcome. Now I'm going to take a moment to introduce the official party. The host of today's ceremony, Professor of Military Science, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Cooper. We're honored to have our guest speaker, Major General Retired Vincent Barker. Nate Evans, the 14th President of Gardner-Webb University, and the 11th President of Wofford College, Dr. Nath Samhat. We're also honored today to be joined by Dr. Nicole Waters, Provost of Gardner-Webb University, Provost of Wofford College, Dr. Tim Schmitz, Dr. Aaron Cook, and Dr. Boyce Lawton. Please join me in a round of applause to welcome our official party and our honored guests. Next, I'd like to acknowledge the team that has been instrumental in the growth and development of these young leaders commissioning today, the cadre and staff of the Southern Guards Battalion. I kindly ask these individuals to stand and please hold your applause until we introduce the entire team. Assistant Professor of Military Science, Captain David O'Rear. Senior Military Science Instructor, Master Sergeant Joseph Doris. Senior Military Instructor, Colonel Retired Mr. Stephen David Doris. Me. Mrs. Stacy O'Para, the Human Resources Assistant. And upstairs in the balcony where you can't see her is my wife, the Administrative Assistant for Army ROTC. Please join me in thanking them for their contributions. Today is a great day to be someone who supports soldiers, and especially so for the cadets seated before you as they are about to become officers in the Army of the United States. It's also an important day to acknowledge families, friends, coaches, and educators of these cadets. For you've stood by these young Americans, you have been highly instrumental in their development as citizens, their evolution as leaders, and role models for their success. On behalf of the Southern Guards Battalion cadre and the soldiers who will look to your loved ones for leadership, we offer our humble appreciation. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the host of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Cooper.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Hey, before I get started, first off, Ava Strickland, where are you at? Stand up, please. Well, I tell you what, that national anthem gave me chills. Hopefully it did you as well. Outstanding job. Thank you. Major General Barker, Dr. Samhat, President Evans, guests, faculty, friends, and especially all the families that are here today, thank you for the support and sacrifices you have made to help these cadets reach this moment where they take the next step in service to our great nation. As a professor of military science, it has been an honor and a privilege to play just a small part in the development of these future leaders. To the cadets, that's the last time I'm going to call you a cadet. It's go time. Right? This is what you've been working towards and is the culmination of years of hard work, discipline, and commitment. You have balanced academics, training, leadership, athletics, and countless challenges to earn the privilege of becoming Army officers. You should be proud of what you have accomplished, just as the cadre, all of your family, friends, and I am. So I'll keep my remarks short as we have three very distinguished gentlemen to follow, culminating with our guest speaker, Major General Barker, who I had the privilege to work for during Operation Inherent Resolve back in 2019. It was great, sir, reminiscing over the last day or so about those fun times out in Kuwait and Iraq. And I know he will provide some exceptional advice, just as he already has, while crushing all of us, seniors, myself, and cadre alike, at our final PT session yesterday morning. Additionally, at our follow-on leadership professional development session that we had at Burwell Cafeteria, and by the way, Dr. Sam Hatt, he had raving reviews about the breakfast over at Burwell. And as we tell the cadets, the cadre and I, enjoy the food now because it ain't always like that. There have been some great conversations, laughs, and most importantly, leadership development over some bacon, eggs, and a cup of coffee after PT. Except for the days when turkey bacon is on the menu. Those days are usually shortened. So Dr. Sam Hatt, if you can do away with the turkey bacon, that would be great. Except for Kennedy, he loves the turkey bacon. So while this may be the culmination of your time with ROTC, as we have discussed at length, this is not the finish line, but it is just the beginning. And in just a few moments, you will take an oath and begin leading soldiers across our total Army. That responsibility is significant, and it is not to be taken lightly. Only 3 months following graduation of my basic officer leader course, I found myself leading a platoon of 30 soldiers clearing the streets of Baghdad. I want to tell you this because, again, it is go time, and it will soon be very real. There is no greater honor than to not only don the cloth of our nation, but to be trusted to train, develop, lead, and care for our nation's most precious resource, our sons and daughters. You've embraced the mindset of being healthy, hungry, and humble, and I'm confident that you will continue this throughout your career. I'm excited to serve with each of you and see the impact each of you have as leaders of character, competence, and humility. Take care of your soldiers, continue to learn, remain humble, and lead with purpose. The Army is gaining outstanding young officers, and the Southern Guards Battalion is proud to call you our own. So I now have the privilege to introduce a strong advocate and supporter of the Southern Guards Battalion. Upon arriving in the fall, Master Sergeant Morris and I met with the Gardner-Webb University team up in Boiling Springs, North Carolina, about the way forward to not just overcome the geographical constraint between Boiling Springs and Wofford College here in Spartanburg, in order to incorporate the current cadets and maximize their training and development. But President Evans had and continues to have a vision to grow the footprint of cadets at Gardner-Webb as he shares the desire to grow competent, confident, and strong Army leaders of character. And since we rolled out our training plan of key events, he has shown support through his consistent presence, beginning right away in September, with him making the drive down in the early hours to show support at our inaugural 9/11 Memorial Ruck, culminating at Gibbs Stadium, to joining us for PT session at Gardner-Webb CrossFit Gym. Cadet tenant didn't fare too well at that session. To the rock wall at Gardner-Webb and to their confidence course, to our military ball, and to most recently, allowing us to host 60 cadets, soldiers, and airmen from our sister ROTC programs and National Guard and Army Reserve partners while we conducted the German Armed Forces Proficiency Badge. President Evans, your leadership has been greatly appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed by the cadre, the cadets, or myself. So I'm excited to grow our cadet footprint and to see how you take Gardner-Webb University to the next level. And finally, President Evans was selected by the U.S. Army Cadet Command to attend the cadet summer training this July at Fort Knox as a center of influence. So he will join other administrators from around the country and supporters of ROTC, and his trip will finish with him conducting a tandem jump with the prestigious Army Golden Knights parachute team. So please help me welcome President Nate Evans.
Tandem jump with the Golden Knights. Eat your heart out. Well, it's an honor to bring greetings on behalf of Gardner-Webb as we gather here alongside partner institutions from other universities. And this one's special. Today is more than just a ceremony. It's a moment that represents years of discipline, sacrifice, leadership development, and commitment to something greater than self. To each of the cadets being commissioned today, congratulations. You've earned it. Commissioning as an officer, though, is not simply accepting title or rank. It is accepting responsibility. Responsibility for leading others, making difficult decisions, and carrying the trust of your fellow soldiers with integrity and humility. As someone who took a similar oath and served in the best branch of the military, the United States Air Force, excuse me, I know firsthand that what you've learned here and that military service itself has a way of shaping people. It teaches resilience, it teaches accountability, it teaches leadership when circumstances are uncertain and when others are depending on you. Those lessons that you learn will stay with you long after your time in uniform. What encourages me most as I talk to these cadets and the cadre is that your preparation has not only been ROTC or military in nature. Institutions like Gardner-Webb, Wofford, and others have sought to prepare you academically, personally, and ethically. Those values you have learned here, integrity, discipline, humility, and service, will become foundations that carry you into the future. Those values will guide you not only as officers, but as future spouses, parents, mentors, and leaders in your community. Regardless of whether your military career lasts 30 years or 6 months, you've made the decision to serve. In a world that often prioritizes comfort and self-interest, you chose commitment, sacrifice, and responsibility. That decision alone deserves respect and honor. To the families and friends gathered here today, thank you. Behind every commissioned officer is a network of people who encourage them, who challenge them, and who support them along the journey. This accomplishment also belongs to you, so congratulations. Cadets, in a few moments, you will take an oath that includes the words, "I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter." Those words are significant because leadership is not proven in one ceremony, in one uniform, or one title. It is demonstrated in everyday decisions that you make, in how you treat people, in how you respond under pressure, and in your continual pursuit of excellence as you do your job. The responsibility you are accepting today is not to simply to hold a position, but to lead with integrity, humility, and discipline. Today, you will join a long line of men and women who have chosen service over self. And again, that is admirable, that is meaningful, and that is worthy of celebration. On behalf of Gardner-Webb University, congratulations to each and every one of you. We are proud of your accomplishments. We are grateful for your willingness to serve, and we are excited to see the impact that you will make as leaders in the United States Army. May God bless each of you, your families, and your future service. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, President Evans. Today's ceremony is especially meaningful as this marks President Dr. Nate Samhat's final Army ROTC commissioning before his retirement after 13 years of dedicated leadership at Wofford College. During his tenure, he has been a tremendous advocate for the Southern Guards Battalion and for the development of young men and women preparing to serve our nation as Army officers. Under his leadership, Wofford College continued its proud tradition of supporting Army ROTC through investment in people, programs, facilities, and opportunities that directly contribute to the growth and success of our cadets. He consistently ensured this program had the trust and resources necessary to develop disciplined, resilient, and service-minded leaders. Wofford's financial support and Dr. Samhat's personal interest opened doors for cadets to experience opportunities well beyond the classroom. Because of that commitment, this year alone, cadets traveled to Washington, D.C. To compete in the Army 10 miler. We sent 2 teams to the Baton Memorial Death March in honor of Baton Death March survivors, to include 2 Wofford alumni and a relative of longtime Wofford faculty member, Dr. Boyce Lawton. We also conducted a staff ride just recently to the Battle of Chickamauga to study leadership. sacrifice, and the realities of war on historic ground. These and many other experiences shaped cadets into stronger leaders and connected them to the proud legacy of service tied to Wofford College. The impacts of his leadership can be seen not only in the strength of this battalion today, but in the countless second lieutenants who have commissioned from Wofford during his presidency and now serve soldiers around the world. His legacy within the Southern Guards Battalion will endure for many years to come. So on behalf of the cadets and cadre, thank you for your unwavering support and partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, President Dr. Naif Samhat.
In 13 years, and not one summer did I ever go to Fort Knox to do that kind of workout. Thank goodness, I have to say. As president of Wofford College, I'm honored to welcome you again and be here to witness the commissioning of this devoted, bright, and civically engaged group of women and men. We all will follow you as you serve our country as outstanding representatives of the Southern Guards Battalion. In 1919, in the aftermath of World War I, Wofford became one of the first church-related colleges in the United States to qualify for a Reserve Officers Training Corps unit. And today you join an extraordinary community of commissioned graduates from Wofford College, Converse University, Gardner-Webb University, and USC Upstate, who have and will continue to do incredible things in the world. We recognize and celebrate you for committing to a noble cause, one that no doubt has opportunities to turn into a lifelong career. Today's speaker, retired Major General Vincent B. Barker, has dedicated more than 4 decades to serve in uniform, beginning as an enlisted United States Marine before earning his commission through the Army ROTC and rising to the rank of Major General in the United States Army Reserve. Throughout his distinguished career, he served in critical leadership roles around the world, including deployments to Afghanistan and Kuwait. Before retirement in 2023, he was Chief of Staff for the United States Army Transportation Command at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois, where he helped oversee global mobility operations supporting our nation's armed forces. A respected leader, known for integrity, mentorship, and servant leadership, Major General Barker has spent a lifetime learning, persevering, and investing in soldiers like you, which makes him ideal to help us commission and inspire the next generation of servant leaders today. Please join me in welcoming Major General Barker.
Good afternoon, everybody. You better than that. Come on, it's a big day. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. All right. Y'all ready for this? Like Captain Weir said yesterday, reality hits today. It's a big day. Big day. So thank you, President Samhat, for that introduction, and congratulations on your retirement and all your support over the years of Wofford. I keep wanting to say Wolford, but I'm from up north, so it's okay, I guess. But thank you, Mr. President, for that, and President Evans for being here, and Mike Cooper, of course, Lieutenant Colonel Cooper, my battle buddy from Kuwait and Iraq. The minute he sent me an email or a text and asked me to speak here, I said, absolutely. I don't care where it is, how far I got to go. If I can come and see you and see your awesome young leaders you're promoting or you're commissioning, I'll be there. And Stephanie and I, we got here Thursday, had a great time with the PT with these young folks yesterday, had a great time. Appreciate that. Had breakfast, some good OPD time, and really enjoyed it. So thanks for all the family and for being here, all the family of these soon-to-be second lieutenants. Thanks for being here. They would not be here without you, that's for darn sure. And I know they know that. And so thank you for all the years of support for them. So we got a couple Air Force officers here, which means, Mike, we get joint credit for this. That's okay? Right. Okay. And I know we have one retired general officer here. He kept it quiet, but right where I see him back there, Good to see you, sir. Yeah, he kept it quiet, but now I gotta try to keep him awake for the rest another few minutes. But it's an honor. It's truly an honor for me to be here today. Holy cow! Anytime I can speak at ROTC commissioning, I always enjoy it. And Stephanie, would you stand up? It's my wife, Stephanie, of 30 years. Would you stand up, please, Steph? Maddox, there's Maddox. Maddox is here with us. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, man. Awesome. So again, thank you, parents, family, faculty here today who have helped develop these young leaders to where they are today. Thank you. So commissionees, this is 2026. You may not realize it, but it's a special year. 250th anniversary of our nation, right? So it's kind of a cool thing to be commissioned in our 250th birthday. July 4th, 1776, First Continental Congress signed the Declaration of Independence, right? So that road to independence didn't start there. It started about 14 months earlier in a little town, Lexington, Massachusetts, April 19th, 1775. Mr. Fasano, you probably know all about that, right? Yeah. So at that small little clearing at Green in Lexington, Massachusetts, where 77 militia, Army militia, shopkeepers, blacksmiths, farmers, held up in Buckman's Tavern right next door, waiting all night for the arrival of 700 British regular soldiers who were coming to confiscate arms and munitions that the militia had stored in Lexington and Concord, and they were going to arrest Sam Adams and Alexander Hamilton. They waited at Buckman's Tavern that night. 3 riders, William Dawes, Samuel Prescott, and Paul Revere, rode from Boston, warning the citizenship and the militia that the British regulars were coming. They didn't know when, but they were coming. So those 77 versus 700 waited in Buckman's Tavern all night. About daylight, the regulars showed up. 77 militia go out to Lexington Green to meet them. They're commanded by a 47-year-old militia captain, John Parker, veteran of the French and Indian Wars, dying of tuberculosis. His voiceless horse couldn't hardly speak. So as the regulars get closer, Captain Parker gives his order. Don't fire unless fired upon. But if it's war they mean to have, then let it start here. So there was the first shot. You always hear the first shot heard around the world, right? Nobody knows to this day where it came from. Some people say it came from a nervous British soldier. Others say it came from a nervous militiaman. Some people say it came from a civilian hiding in the bushes by Buckman's Tavern. We don't know. But once that first shot was fired, the volley started. And before the militia withdrew, 8 militiamen were killed and 10 were wounded, including a cousin of Captain Parker. I tell you this story for a couple of reasons. First, it's our nation's history, and it's your Army's history. And as professional officers, you need to know that history. Secondly, these were the first soldiers, American soldiers, to defend and sacrifice for this experiment in self-government that we call the United States of America. 250 years later, that experiment continues, and you are the next generation to defend it. You are a new generation of leaders. So as some of you may know, less than 1% of the American population serves in the military. As commissioned officers, you are 1/10 of that 1%. So think about that, of a special group that you are. To say that you are our nation's best is an understatement. So thank you for stepping up, making this enormous commitment, and to wear the cloth of our nation. The military profession is hard. If it weren't, that 1% would be a lot higher percentage, right? It's hard, but it's extremely rewarding. And oh, by the way, it's a lot of fun. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here today, that's for sure. It takes commitment, discipline, intelligence, motivation, compassion, empathy, flexibility, big time, and as a leader, humility. Humility. Humbleness, right? Your service will not be about you. It'll be about your family, about your soldiers, about your teammates. It's never about you. Talk less, listen more. Accept blame for mistakes and give all praise for success to your soldiers and your team. Always remember the Army has one standard. What standard is that? The Army standard, right? Don't be afraid to enforce it. Set the example in physical fitness, personal appearance. Never forget that the most treasured, as Mike said, that the most treasured possession that our nation has to offer, our sons and daughters, including my son, Stephanie's son, young Heart Sergeant E5, Army Reserve soldier, are in your charge. Be proud that you have the great privilege to serve as an American soldier. To our guests here today, having spent time with these awesome young leaders over the past couple days, I know everything I just said, I'm preaching to the choir. I can tell they know it, they get it, which is great to see. Trust me, that's great to see as a old soldier. It's great to see. I know that this experiment in self-government that started 250 years ago with those 77 brave militiamen, when they stood toe-to-toe with those 700 British regulars, that experiment's in great hands. Thank you all again for having Stephanie and I here today. Congratulations to our new second lieutenants. May God continue to bless them, their families, this university, and may God continue to bless our military and the greatest country this world has ever known, the United States of America. Thank you.
General Barker, Colonel Cooper, would like to present you a small gift for being our guest speaker today.
Sir, on behalf of Master Sergeant Morris, myself, cadets, and cadre of Southern Guards Battalion, we want to appreciate and thank you for making the trip down here. Thank you as well, Stephanie. So a small token of appreciation, as well as our battalion challenge. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
General Barker, thank you so much for those words of wisdom and sharing them with us today. Today's ceremony is rich in tradition and entails three critical parts: the taking of the oath of office, the pinning of the rank bearing the gold bar of second lieutenant, and the receiving of the officer's first salute from an enlisted member of the armed forces. Army officers live under a strong and inspiring code. It guides their standards of official and personal conduct. This code includes loyalty to the Constitution, personal trustworthiness, and honor. As part of this time-honored tradition, each cadet will have a commissioned officer of his or her choice to administer the oath of office. All officers in the armed forces swear this same oath as they enter a life of selfless service. I ask during the administering of the oath, please remain seated. Next, they will receive their rank in the pinning ceremony. Family members and or friends of their choosing will place the rank of second lieutenant on their shoulders. In the final stage of the ceremony, the newly commissioned second lieutenant will render his or her first salute. The first salute is a tradition in which a commissioned officer give a silver dollar to the service member from whom they receive their first salute of their career. It extends honor and reverence to a person who has inspired, supported, and selflessly led others. After the first salute ceremony, they will receive their oath of office certificate. Nearly 251 years ago, on June 14th, 1775, the Continental Congress sent out a proclamation to establish a standing army. When this proclamation reached a group of irregular militiamen that had recently pushed the British Army back to Boston, they were encamped on the grounds of Harvard College in Cambridge. The militiamen were there at the request of the president and faculty of what is known today as Harvard University, the Wofford of the North. Thus, the United States Army was born on a college campus, and there is not a better place than right here on the Wofford College campus to commission these new second lieutenants. With that said, let's commission the class of 2026. For those of you who are giving the oath of office, pinning the gold bars, and giving your first salute, please make your way to the stairs when you hear your commissionee's name. We would like to ask that everyone take their time and please be careful making your way up the stairs. Cadet Hayden Kennedy earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in International Affairs from Wofford College. He will serve as a military intelligence officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Cooper will administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Hayden Davis Kennedy,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith
I'll bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully discharge
I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Second Lieutenant Kennedy will be pinned by his parents, Chris and Stacy Kennedy. Lieutenant Kennedy will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Joseph Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Kennedy, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland, and thank you to all of our cadre for all the work that you've done over the years to better us and get us to this point today. I'd like to take this time to thank my family, my parents, Chris and Stacy, my grandparents, Kelvin, Linda, and Paula. Thank you all for your support over the years. I wouldn't be here today if it were not for y'all. And thank you to everyone here today. I mean, it's awesome to see the support that the ROTC program has, so we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Cadet Granville Chandler earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in Business Economics from Wofford College. He will serve as an engineer officer with the South Carolina Army National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Granville Thomas Chandler,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon
of the office upon
which I'm about to enter.
which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Pending Second Lieutenant Chandler are his parents, Tommy and Heather Chandler. Lieutenant Chandler will receive his first salute from Sergeant Retired Benjamin Scurry. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will present the commissioning certificate.
T, looks good on you, man.
Lieutenant Chandler, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. I would just like to take a few minutes to thank those who've helped me make it to this monumentous day. First and foremost, I thank the Lord for blessing me mentally and physically with the ability to serve my country. I would next like to thank my mother and my father for all their support that they've given me through these past 4 years. I know that at times it may have been a question mark if I was going to make it to this day and then tomorrow with graduating, but through all their financial support, the advice, helping me try and work through all the different stressors, I thank you very much. Next, I'd like to thank my siblings for the support and the advice from my sister steaming my uniform and my cap and gown for graduation. To my youngest sister, Avonlea, for whenever I see her, the first thing she's going to do is run and give me a big hug. And sometimes it's just all you need. And my brother, when I come home on the weekends, we get up play some golf or just anything like that. Next, I'd like to thank my grandma Mimi and my granddaddy for just the Sunday lunches they provide, anything that I need from, crazy things happening where vehicle gets stolen and you lose a silver dollar you need for commissioning. They show up the next day with that silver dollar for me. So just all their support. I would then like to thank my Nana and my Papa Robert for all their countless prayers and thoughts from the texts that my Nana will send me on a weekly basis, just checking up. All of that support is muchly appreciated. Finally, my Grandpa Thomas and Mo for their constant love and support and always showing up at things. Thank y'all. From my Aunt Lisa, my late Uncle Daryl, all their support for these past 4 years it's just been amazing. My Leslie and Roy and Lydia, thank y'all so much for everything y'all have done. And then my peers that I'm getting ready to commission with, thank y'all. I know we've had some long nights, some longer days, but we made it through and we finally made it to this day. And then, of course, my cadre, Colonel Cooper, Master Sergeant Morris, Cabinet Rear, Mr. Doris, thank y'all for everything y'all have done, the advice that needed butt chewing sometimes, just trying to get me on the right path. Thank y'all for everything you've done. And finally, Mr. and Ms. Strickland, from which I would not have came to Wofford or done ROTC at all. So I thank you for all the advice and support that y'all have given me. But thank y'all and God bless.
Cadet Carly Cuttanella earned her Bachelor of Science degree in psychology with a minor in sociology and anthropology from Wofford College. She will serve as a medical service corps officer on active duty. Cadet Cuttanella is a distinguished military graduate, placing in the top 20% of cadets nationwide. Her older brother, Second Lieutenant William Cuttanella, United States Air Force, will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Carly Cuttanella,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Army,
having been appointed second lieutenant in the United States Army,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pending Second Lieutenant Cuttanella will be her parents, Frank and Kelly Cuttanella, and her older brothers, Kevin and Second Lieutenant William Cuttanella. Second Lieutenant Gutnell will receive her first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
Congratulations.
Lieutenant Gutnell, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Thank you to everyone who came here today. A special thank you to my family, my friends, my peers, the cadre, and especially my coaches for everyone getting me here today. I couldn't have done it without you, and God bless.
Cadet Garrett Dahl earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in chemistry from Wofford College. He will serve as an infantry officer on active duty. Cadet Dahl is a distinguished military graduate with the further distinction of placing in the top 2% of cadets nationwide. His father, Lieutenant Colonel retired Nicholas Dahl, will administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Garrett Robert Dahl,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States,
in the Army of the United States,
granted second lieutenant,
and graded second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
which I'm about to enter.
of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Dahl will be his parents, Lieutenant Colonel retired Nicholas and Catherine Dahl, his sister Ella Dahl, and his fiancee, Victoria Cahill. Second Lieutenant Dahl will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
No.
Lieutenant Dahl, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. I want to say thank you to the cadre of the Southern Guards Battalion, Colonel Cooper, Captain Arrear, and Master Sergeant Morris. You all prepared me to be an officer in the United States Army, and I couldn't be more thankful for everything you've done. I also want to thank my parents, Katie Dahl, and my dad, Nicholas Dahl, and I want to thank my sister, and especially my beautiful fiancee, Victoria Cahill. So thank you very much. God bless you all.
Cadet Jack Fasano earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in Spanish with a minor in sociology and anthropology from Wofford College. He will serve as a logistics officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Jack Haran Fasano,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
graded second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and
the
defend
Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Pending Second Lieutenant Fasano will be his parents, Peter and Monica Fasano, and his grandmother, Judith Fasano. Grandmother, step up a little bit. Lieutenant Fasano will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will present the commissioning certificate.
Hot dog, Lieutenant Fasano.
Lieutenant Fasano, the floor is yours.
It's a lot of people out here. But thank you to cadre. You guys have helped me develop a lot the past 4 years. Thank you to my family coming down from Boston. Thank you to everyone that's being here, everyone today. Just thank you for coming. Big moment for everybody, but hey, can't spell loss without LT.
Cadet Jaden Gentili earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Hispanic Studies from Converse University. She will pursue her law degree at the University of Mississippi on educational delay. Her uncle, Colonel Retired Keith Gentili, United States Air Force, will administer the oath of office.
You sure you want to do the Army? I state your name.
I, Jade Nicole Gentili,
Being appointed an officer
being appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and
That I-
allegiance to
that
the
I-
same,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will
that I will well
and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the office
of which I am about to enter.
of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pending Second Lieutenant Gentili are her parents, James and Donna Gentili. Second Lieutenant Gentili will receive her first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
Lieutenant Gentile, future JAG, look that on me.
Lieutenant Gentile, the floor is yours.
Sorry, got to unfold my Post-it note. Thank you, everyone who came here today and everyone who supported me throughout my time at Converse. I wouldn't be here without you guys' unwavering accountability and loyalty. And I am so grateful that God gave me such a wonderful group of people to learn from and grow with. Thank you.
Cadet Ian Hall earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology with a minor in American Sign Language from Converse University. He will serve as an infantry officer on active duty. His brother, Second Lieutenant Caleb Hall, will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Ian Earl Hall,
Have been appointed an officer of the Army
an officer of Army
of the United States
United States,
to the grade of second lieutenant.
the greatest second lieutenant,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the United States Constitution
the United States Constitution
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
That I bear true faith
that I bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation
I take this obligation
freely,
freely,
without reservation,
without reservation,
without mental reservation,
without mental reservation,
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
That I will discharge the duties
I've discharged the duties.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
I will and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon
of the office of fish upon
which I'm about to enter.
the battle on enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pending Second Lieutenant Hall are his grandfathers, retired Chief Master Sergeant Richard Hall and retired Technical Sergeant Jerry Smales. Lieutenant Hall will receive his first salute from his father, Sergeant Retired Chad Hall. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
Big guy. Lieutenant Hall.
Lieutenant Hall, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the cadre, Lieutenant Colonel, Captain Arrear, and Master Sergeant Morris, and also Mr. Doris. Thank you guys all for your unwavering support as I've gone through being Ranger Challenge Commander, especially with Captain Arrear, leading me to choose the right path of being an infantry officer. I really want to thank my parents, my brother for getting my oath, and also my grandparents, my godparents for being here, and also my sister-in-law for also being in here. Just thank you for everyone, and God bless. Thank you.
Cadet Robert Joseph earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Finance and his Bachelor of Arts degree in Economics from Wofford College. He will serve as a logistics officer in the South Carolina Army National Guard. Cadet Joseph is a distinguished military graduate with the further distinction of placing the top 8% of cadets nationwide. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Robert Meekin Joseph,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
I'll bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
take this obligation freely
take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Commanding Second Lieutenant Joseph is his father, George Joseph, and his girlfriend, Anna Grace Reeves. Lieutenant Joseph will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will present the commissioning certificate.
Then Joseph, true professional. Congratulations.
Lieutenant Joseph, the floor is yours.
I just want to echo what all of my amazing peers have said. This accomplishment could not have been done solo. We all have great support systems from our cadre, the Wofford faculty, our friends, families, significant others. We could not be here by ourselves. I know my roommates have seen a lot of the ups and downs of ROTC and long nights, early mornings, and we just could not be here without y'all. Thank you and thank God.
Cadet Callie Lutzick earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in history from the University of South Carolina Upstate. She will serve as a logistics officer in the South Carolina Army National Guard. Her mentor, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Wilkins, will administer the oath of office.
State your name.
I, Callie Lutzick,
I've been appointed an officer
have been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant.
in the grade of second lieutenant.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I take this obligation freely
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
That I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Commanding Second Lieutenant Lutzick are her mother, Bianca Avent Karlov, and her brother, Casey Avent. Second Lieutenant Lutzik will receive her first salute from her grandmother, retired Sergeant First Class Deborah Avent. Get a picture. Deborah, get a picture. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
LT Lutzik. All right. Congratulations.
Lieutenant Lutzik, the floor is yours.
I promise I won't be on my soapbox long. I just want to thank the cadre who've taken me through this strange journey for the last 2 years. I kind of had a weird path through ROTC. I joined last year, so I certainly had a lot to catch up, which my peers definitely helped with. We were all lost together for most of last year. I want to thank Colonel Wilkins for coming all this way to give me my oath. I want to thank both my grandparents who certainly showed me the way of the Army. They both did their 20 years. My mom who flew all this way from Australia to come pin me. My little brother who has always been through me no matter how many moves we did. And of course, my husband Dennis, who has always been my rock. Thank you.
Cadet Banks Munn earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Exercise Science with a minor in Military Science from Gardner-Webb University. He will serve as a logistics officer in the South Carolina Army National Guard. His fiance's father, Captain Michael Outlaw, will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Banks Marshall Munn,
I, Banks Marshall Munn,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of South
and
Carolina,
the Constitution of the State of South Carolina,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
I bear true faith and allegiance
I bear true faith and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of which I'm about to enter.
of the office of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pending Second Lieutenant Munn are his parents, Dwayne and Katie Munn. Lieutenant Munn will receive his first salute from his uncle, Corporal Patrick Company, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
LT Munn. Man, that's a big badge you got.
LT Munn, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to sincerely thank all the cadre, faculty, and staff from Gardner-Webb and Wofford College for their continued support, guidance, and mentorship throughout this journey. Your encouragement and leadership have played a major role in helping me reach this milestone. But most importantly, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, but also want to thank my family for the unwavering support they have given me, not only through this process, but in every aspect of my life. I'm forever grateful for everything you have done for me, and I love you all. Thank you.
Presley Wharf earned her Bachelor of Science degree in biology from Wofford College. She will continue on to Methodist University to pursue a physical therapy degree on educational delay. Cadet Wharf is a distinguished military graduate, placing in the top 20% of cadets nationwide. Captain David O'Rear will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Presley Wharf,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic.
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully
and I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which
of the office upon which
I am about to enter.
I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Hitting Second Lieutenant Wharf are her parents, Elisa Bates and Corey Wharf. Lieutenant Wharf will receive her first salute from Master Sergeant Morris. Drinks are on Master Sergeant Morris for all this money he's gotten. Chief Colonel Cooper will now present the commissioning certificate.
Lieutenant Wharf, congratulations.
Lieutenant Wharf, the floor is yours.
I'll keep this short and sweet since I'm the last one. I appreciate everybody coming out here. Firstly, I appreciate my parents for pushing me all through my life to do this. This is a challenge for sure. Thank you to my peers who were there for me during that challenge. This is awesome. We're now officially Butter Bars. Thank you to the cadre as well for giving us all the tools to succeed, and God bless.
Lieutenant Colonel Cooper will now come forward for special presentations.
All right, I know we're all ready to celebrate, so we'll make this quick. But as mentioned at the beginning of today's ceremony, it takes a village to develop these leaders, from instructors, family, mentors, and many others. So the cadre and these 11 new lieutenants want to recognize two individuals that played an instrumental role in their success and the impact that they had on so many before them. That's why I'm going to come on up real quick. So first up, Dr. Boyce Lawton, please come on up. So Dr. Boyce Lawton, who recently retired from nearly 30 years of service to Wofford College, has been a strong supporter and advocate of the ROTC program. As highlighted during his farewell the other day, he extended his influence greatly beyond what was required, and that definitely includes his support to so many former cadets and our current leaders around the globe. He genuinely cares about people, from providing academic advice to also some solid life advice. Boyce has been critical to the success of the alumni of the Southern Guards Battalion. And so on behalf of the cadre, cadets, Southern Guards alumni, we would like to present you a battalion coin, as well as this gift that reads, "Presented to Dr. Boyce Lawton IV. Thank you for your friendship, kindness, and tireless support of the cadets and cadre of the Southern Guards Battalion, Army ROTC. In honor of your nearly 3 decades of collaboration, we make you a lifetime member of the Southern Guards. Conquer and prevail."
I got to jump and I got to go to Fort Knox.
Next, we will soon bid farewell to not just our recruiting operations officer, but a friend of the Southern Guards Battalion. Son. For nearly the last 20 years, Lieutenant Colonel retired Simon Strickland has been the first face prospective cadets see before joining. It's a little scary, isn't it? But he has personally enrolled over 400 cadets, resulting in over 250 lieutenants joining our total Army. We got to work on our retention, but hey, it's all right. We speak of selfless service and dedication to our people and nation, and Simon demonstrates that on a daily basis. Prior to his continued service as a Department of the Army civilian, Simon served our nation as an engineer officer in the greatest branch of the Army, in both the active component as well as the Army National Guard. Just as Boyce, he truly cares about people and goes beyond what is called upon his position, and he also makes my job, Master Sergeant's job, and the rest of the cadre's job extremely easy. We will have a huge gap, and you will be completely missed, very missed. So I ask that you don't be a stranger. Come join us at Burwell. And as Simon has served in multiple positions for many years, he has a lot of wall candy on his office and at his house, so we try to take it a little different direction and give him something different as he departs. So on behalf of the cadre, cadets, new lieutenants, please accept this personally engraved decanter and glasses that reads, in appreciation of Lieutenant Colonel retired Simon Strickland, Southern Guards, ROTC from 2006 to 2026. Thank you. Save a glass for me.
Before I go back to the script, I just want to show my appreciation and thankfulness for, I started on November 1st, 2006, so I'm leaving just a couple months short of that 20-year mark. But I've worked with incredible leaders from the Army. We trade out every 3 years or so. So I've had 6 professors of military science. And the leadership team we have right now, Colonel Cooper, Master Sergeant, Captain O'Rear, Mr. Doris, Ms. Opara, and Mrs. Strickland, just are wonderful. They do everything to make their journey as easy as possible. And I am eternally grateful that I've been able to be a part of this community for nearly 20 years. It's just like a family. We love each other and we dislike each other sometimes, and we argue sometimes, but it is just like a family, and I'm going to miss it horribly. Thank you so much. Newly commissioned officers, on your feet. At this time, the official party would like to congratulate the new second lieutenants and present them with a small gift. Army officers are expected to be lifelong learners, so one of the gifts we are presenting the new lieutenants is a book signed by the cadre.
Get your workout in, kept me. Good my PT in today, sir. Excuse my. Where do you want me? Closer. Congratulations. A little crowded here. We'll move this along. Here we go. All cool. This rehearsed a lot better than one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to present the United States Army's newest second lieutenants. You may stay standing for the playing of the Army song. The lyrics may be found on the back of your program. Following the Army song, please remain standing for the benediction by Cadet McIlerney and the departure of the official party and newly commissioned officers. March along, sing our song. We're the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army, proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First we fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. So wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. Whoa. Cadet McIlerney.
Let us pray. Almighty God, as this ceremony comes to a close, we thank you for the honor of witnessing these new officers begin their service to our nation. As they depart from this place and step into positions of leadership, grant them steady hearts, clear minds, and unwavering character. May they lead with integrity, serve with humility, and never forget the responsibility entrusted to them. Watch over these second lieutenants and the soldiers they will one day lead. Give them strength in times of challenge, wisdom in moments of decision, and courage in the face of uncertainty. Bless their families and loved ones who will continue to support them through the sacrifices that military service demands. May these officers go forward committed by duty, honor, and country, always striving to serve something greater than themselves. Go with us now in safety and peace. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Southern Guard Spring Commissioning Ceremony. We thank you for sharing this proud day with us. You can join your brand new shiny lieutenant across the lawn in the Rosalind Salinger Richardson Fine Arts Building. They will be waiting for you there. Thank you so much.